What's going on, y'all? It's your boy back here, K-Mac, back for another Blitzburg coverage podcast, episode number 30. Week number 18 of this thing. Holy smokes, we're already at the very end of the regular season. Wow, this season has flown by. And reporting live from the trap on a Thursday. Usually I wait till Fridays to do this thing, but with us playing this Saturday and being the first team to play this week, we got to jump on this thing early, which, let's get right into it. So here we are, y'all. 9-7 on the season. One game away from potentially entering the NFL playoffs. Wow. Didn't think I'd be saying that 2 weeks ago. After losing 3 straight to the Cardinals, Patriots, and the Colts. But after winning the past 2, we now have a 60% chance of getting in if we win Saturday. So let's just jump right into all these crazy playoff scenarios we're going to need if we want a shot at this thing. So there's like 5 scenarios. I have all of them written down here. So here's one way. Steelers win plus the Bills loss. The Bills play the Miami Dolphins Sunday Night Football, so I'm going to have to wait till Sunday night to do that. The Bills play the Miami Dolphins for their second game of the season. The Bills beat them way back earlier in the year. Bills come off of a big win over the Patriots, and the Dolphins come off of a shellacking versus the Baltimore Ravens. Another scenario is a Steelers win plus the Jaguars lose to division rival Tennessee. I think this is a week where every game is a division game, so who really knows what's going to happen. The Jaguars come off of a win over to the Panthers. Tennessee comes off of a loss versus Houston. Speaking of Houston, here's another way we can get in. Steelers win Saturday. And then the Houston-Indianapolis Colts game ends in a tie. The Colts and Texans play Saturday night after we do. So that's one way, and that would save so much heartache and headaches this Sunday. Another way we can get in is if the Steelers tie, plus the Jaguars lose, plus the Colts and Texans game doesn't end in a tie. So there's playoff scenario number 3. Playoff scenario number 4 ends in number 5, my bad. A Jaguar, this is if the Steelers lose. We could still lose and get in. If we lose, plus the Jaguars lose, plus the Denver Broncos beat the Las Vegas Raiders, and as long as the Colts and Texans doesn't end in a tie. Now, out of these 5 scenarios, I think the most likely one we will see would probably be Steelers win plus Buffalo loss, because the Miami Dolphins and the Bills are still trying to win that division, and so that game literally decides the division. I think that's the most likely scenario, but first off, we need to take care of our business. We're going to be playing the Baltimore Ravens on the road. We beat them way earlier back in the season. Back in October, it was like week 5, I want to say, 17-10. And with the Ravens starting Tyler Huntley and sitting Lamar Jackson, I am still quaking. I am still very nervous about this matchup because we've already lost to backup quarterbacks this year. The Ravens-Steelers games are always very physical, very tough, very close. I mean, it literally comes down to the last play. And so Tyler Huntley's fresh. He's ready to go. The Ravens are playing some really good football. I mean, they literally have only lost like 2 games out of their past 8. They lost to us the Colts and the Browns, and they have been playing really good ball. So I don't know who else they're going to sit, but I know that this will be, nonetheless, a very tough game to go win. Anybody that's overlooking Baltimore is a fool. Like I said, it's a division game. It's a rivalry game. Steelers-Ravens, no matter who's in there, who's out, these games are just something else. And to me, it's why it's the best rivalry in the NFL. I mean, you look at the past, how many games, you look at the history of this rivalry, and it's like every game is close. Every game comes down to the wire. It's very entertaining, very physical, low-scoring, defensive games. And there's a lot of respect there in this rivalry. It's truly a good game to watch. It's never pretty. It's ugly. But nonetheless, I am excited to get this over with and play Saturday. And then we'll have all of Sunday to see what we need to get into this thing. I know it's very early in the week, but we got to talk about the injury reports. Minka Fitzpatrick was a limited participant today. Did not participate Wednesday, so he may come back Saturday. I'd probably say no because he hasn't been healthy really all year, so I don't expect him to come up and play. So that blows. Atlanta Roberts may or may not play this weekend. That would at least bring us some type of consistency at linebacker. Just need someone at least, because we've been living on reserves the past month or two. Honestly, more like 2 past months. So, yeah, man, this is going to be something. We play Saturday at 4:30. I don't know. I think we're going to win this game. After the past 2 performances, we've obviously played a lot better with Mason Rudolph. I actually have confidence in his offense to be able just to not fuck it up. Just make the throws when we're there, make some plays, convert some first downs, keep the clock ticking. The running game looked phenomenal last week. Really good. Offensive line played phenomenal. I mean, 200-plus rushing yards. Najee's cooking. Jalen Warren's cooking. They're a very hard running back duo to bring down. Very physical. Lots of yards after contact. And I expect this to be more of the same. Kind of like how last year's Ravens game was at the end of the season. As we literally, this was the same spot, except we played the Browns after this week instead of the Ravens. But I'm getting big-time 2021 vibes from this game. Again, another game in which we played Tyler Huntley. Like, I wish we just played Lamar because we own Lamar, so I would feel more confident in playing him rather than Huntley because backup quarterbacks give us fits. But I do think we're going to win this game. I think we'll score 20+. If we can score 24, I'd feel pretty confident. I think our defense can hold them to 20. That secondary looked pretty bad last week, though I don't know why we played so much zone coverage, especially against the Seattle receivers. I just don't know who Baltimore is also going to sit, and that tells a lot to me. But then again, I could look back in this rivalry and look at a lot of games that just didn't make sense that we lost, and we still lost. I mean, you're talking Ryan Mallett back in 2015. You're talking RG3, the last game of the season when we needed it to get into the playoffs. Though we needed help, but I like the way we're playing. And Mike Tomlin in Week 17 and Week 18, the past couple of years, has been money. It's a must-win game, obviously, as we know. And I think it'd be just a strong finish to the season, going from 7-7 to 10-7. Third place in our division is not what I thought we would do, but I didn't expect Cleveland to fucking be as good as they were, considering all the injuries they suffered. And if we win and we don't get in, so be it. It's our own fault. You look at the two-win games we lost against the Cardinals and Patriots at home within 4 days. I think you point to that. You also could point to the Cleveland second-round Cleveland matchup we lost at Cleveland way earlier in the season against a rookie quarterback. And so we would have no one else to blame but ourselves. But hey, man, so be it. I think we'll probably win this game. I like 24-20, 24-21. I think it'll be a one-score game. I think both teams will come out ready to go. I know John Harbaugh will have the troops ready. I know Tomlin will have the troops ready. It's a Steelers-Ravens game, and nothing else needs to be said. It's Steelers-Ravens. It's always a heck of a game. Physical, defensive, a lot of pride, a lot of respect here with these two squads. And I think we sweep the Ravens. We are 6-1 against them over the past 7 games. Since 2020, like I said, we're like 6-1 against them. We played them good. Even though they're close games, some teams have teams' numbers, and I don't know what it is, but we just have the Ravens' number. Can't explain it. There's no way to explain it. Shit just happens. And I think Rudolph will still play a solid game if he can just, keep things in third and manageable. I think we're really going to lean on the rock again this Saturday, as that is probably my game plan to winning again, just like last week. If we can run the ball efficiently, keep the offense in third and manageable, don't kill ourselves with turnovers and penalties, I think this is a very winnable game. If you're a betting man, I would probably take the Ravens +4. Because I just know how these games go. It comes down to a Justin Tucker field goal, a Chris Boswell field goal, or a game-winning touchdown. Probably lower scoring, so if you're looking for over-under, I'd probably go under with, I think it was 36.5 yesterday when I looked, and it's also going to be rainy and nasty, so I look for a lot of running the football, and could be some turnovers, could be slippery out there. Hopefully GP and DJ do their thing. Just catch the ball, man. Don't try to do too much. And we're going to need some GP. We're going to need some GP big plays. You're going to need some big TJ Watt plays. You're going to need Highsmith to step up. Going to need the defense to fucking do their thing and play better than they did last week. If they play like they did last week, have a very bad chance of losing this game. But nonetheless, I think we get this win and finish the season strong at 10-7 and let the chips fall where they may. If we're going to get in the playoffs, I think the most likely scenario is we win and the Bills lose. I don't know if the Titans are going to beat the Jaguars. Not sure if Trevor Lawrence is going to play. I'm not going to depend on the Steelers winning and the Colts, Texans ending a tie. I don't think anyone's going to tie. Is it possible? Yes. But it's very rare you see that. And, if we lose Saturday, it's over. So be it, 9-8. And, what a shame that would be. But I think we win this game. I believe in Rudolph and the way he's playing. I really do. I need the offensive line to step up big time and, just play like we did last week for me. I like 24. I think that's the magic number for me. Whoever gets to 24 points probably wins the game. And even that is a lot of points for a Steelers-Ravens game, quite frankly. But with these backups playing, who knows what to expect. The conditions will be nasty, so maybe nobody will even get to 24. Maybe all it will take is 2017. But nonetheless, I think we come out of here with a dub. TJ and the defense has got to come up, man. We're going to need some fucking pass rush this Saturday as we look to go to the playoffs for the first time since 2021. And if this squad gets in, y'all better watch the fuck out because we're playing with house money. We got nothing to lose. And we're catching fire when you want to catch fire. If we had in this thing, winning 3 in a row, watch the fuck out. That's all I got to say. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Give it a like. Give your boys some feedback. Let me know how y'all feel about this game Saturday. How y'all feel about the playoffs. If we get into this thing. If we even get in. But hey, we're playing with house money. So be it. If we don't get in, we don't get in. It's our own fault. And hope you all enjoyed it. Catch y'all later. We'll see how Saturday goes. And I'll talk to y'all later in a couple of days when we recap this game and touch on some other things. So let's go, man. Here we go.